Today, y'all, we're back with another video. Feel me? Oh, shoot, I got sleepy eyes. Anyway, feel me? We're gonna be watching
That little piggy booked a villa. This little piggy booked a
bro. Hey, somebody has to
hotel.
give me a good ad block because I installed every ad
When your
block
severe
and it's
asthma
not
says
working.
you
So
can't,
today we're gonna
test
be on another video. Every human extinction cause explained in 10 minutes. Yeah, let's
Dark
hear it.
forest hypothesis. The dark
Let's
forest
see.
hypothesis
Let's
says
see
that
if
we
I
haven't
would
been in contact.
I would like body these. Like I'm gonna give you on a 1 to 10 on how likely I would survive these. All right.
With
So
other
don't worry. If I can survive it, you guys probably can too.
alien species because they've been hiding from each other, remaining silent to survive. If aliens are intelligent enough to have the technology to contact us, they likely also have the technology to destroy us, be it through genetically engineered viruses or through star laser weapons. Even if these alien species are benevolent, they could look at us just like we look at ants and try to harvest every resource from Earth without caring, or they could look at us as a future potential threat, preferring to destroy us before we become a problem.
Hey, that's not really gonna work because I'm gonna negotiate with them and make sure that everything is solved out and that we can have like a peace treaty. So yeah, that one is an easy body. We're bodying that. As long as I'm in charge of the operation, we are all good.
Logical singularity. If AI reaches a point where it can self-reproduce and create smarter versions of itself at an uncontrollable and unpredictable rate, its growth cannot be reversed, creating a rapid increase or explosion of intelligence
No, shoot, that would be pretty bad.
that far surpasses the human.
That's why I treat my chat GPT with respect. And I always say thank you, say please. I always make sure to treat it with the most care.
One, rendering humans obsolete and showing us what natural selection can do. It could lead to a battle for resources, with the machines wanting them for reproducing themselves and the humans wanting them for surviving, creating a war that has an obvious outcome. Even if the AI doesn't mean to harm us, its actions could still be dangerous. For example, if it's trying to solve a problem, it might change the environment in ways that make it hard for humans to survive, as they mathematically deem that solution to be worth more than our survival. Genetic engineering.
Again, that one's pretty easy to body. Just throw water on them. All right, just get a hose to a tsunami. You know what I'm saying? Put some water in them. It's pretty easy. Body. And also, just treat your chat GPT with respect. Everybody does that. They're probably not even going to hate us, and they're probably going to be for the better. Simple body.
Genetic engineering is a double-edged sword, enabling incredible medical progress, but also giving humans, who are not known for always having the best intentions, the knowledge to hack organisms. It's only a matter of time before the tools and knowledge to create an undetectable, incredibly contagious, and deadly virus are accessible to everyone. Even if not on purpose, errors could be made either in the genetic modification of an animal or in its containment, making it possible for an animal with no natural predators and a fast reproduction rate to exist, causing irreversible damage to the ecosystem. This is arguably one of the most probable causes of extinction, in my opinion. Strange.
Again, that one's an easy body because I'm the perfect life form, and yeah, they won't even need to, bro. Let me just keep it a buck, all right? It doesn't matter because as long as I'm here, I will body all of them, and just think of it as like My Hero Academia. Basically, we're just gonna have everybody's gonna have quirks, and I'm gonna have one for all, and I'm gonna body all the villains because I'm the symbol of peace. Simple, easy, no problemo.
Strangelets are a type of particle that is very different from the ones that make up everything we know, like atoms, and are created in the superdense core of a neutron star. It's hypothesized that when these strange particles touch normal matter, they could start a chain reaction, turning everything they touch into more strangelets. The problem is that neutron stars could potentially spew out these strangelets after a collision, making it possible for them to casually reach Earth, even though it's highly unlikely. Gamma ray burst.
I still don't see the problem with that, so that's an easy body.
Gamma ray bursts are extremely powerful and bright flashes of very high energy light, being the second most energetic event in the universe after the Big Bang. They can be caused by things like exploding stars or merging neutron stars, and if one of these hits Earth, the ozone layer would be destroyed, leaving us vulnerable to UV rays and ending life on Earth. It's pretty unlikely though, as one of the focused beams has to be pointed towards us, and the gamma ray burst should happen within our galaxy.
That one is an easy body. You know, I was just like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, how you can like redirect the lightning, like Zuko did against Azula in the final battle. I would just take the gamma ray burst, absorb it, and redirect it somewhere else, and then yeah, we would survive. Simple as that.
Technological stagnation. If humanity hits a point where the exponential technological progression we've had until now hits a roadblock, either caused by a lack of resources needed for advanced technologies or a physical impossibility to go further, we can be stopped from colonizing other galaxies, making our extinction caused by any other reason much more likely. Not only that, but we can have future problems with resources, as without improvements in agriculture and water management, we might not be able to feed everyone, leading to starvation and conflicts over resources. Without new medical technology, a new disease could spread uncontrollably and kill a large portion of the human population. And without new anti-climate change technologies, the world could become inhabitable.
I don't feel like this one's gonna happen because I feel like there's always stuff that you guys can learn and like be better at.
Vacuum decay.
Like I feel like humans will always like find a way to like, cause like the thing with humans is that we won't like find a problem till like it's like pretty late. So pretty sure that that one might actually happen, but like it's probably not gonna happen in my lifetime. So I don't really care.
It's the hypothesis that the universe we live in might not be perfectly stable. Imagine that our universe is like a ball resting in a small dent on a hill. Everything is fine as long as the ball stays in the dent. But if it somehow gets pushed out of the dent, it could roll down the hill into a deeper, more stable dent. If that happens, a bubble of true vacuum, which is much more stable than ours, gets created and starts expanding at the speed of light, changing the rules of physics as it goes. Anything inside the bubble would be destroyed because the particles that make up matter and energy would no longer behave the same way. And the scary thing is that such a bubble could already be expanding, and we wouldn't know, since the bubble travels at the speed of light, and we can't see it coming.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Gray goo.
Because again, I would just deflate the bubble. Just pop the bubble. As simple as that. Just pop the bubble. Like what? Just get a very huge needle and pop it. And you know, something like Mr. Beast can do that. Elon Musk just send a rocket out there and it pops the bubble.
Parents of children who play
Come on, bro.
Roblox.
This is light work, bro. I swear, people are so like people don't think as smart as I do.
If a future engineer is able to create nanobots so small that you can't see them without a microscope, but designed to build more of themselves using every material around them because of exponential growth, we would be swarmed by them even if one of them got out, and we wouldn't notice until it's too late. They would pretty much be impossible to stop, using every material the Earth has to reproduce, creating a gray goo.
And this one just seems highly unlikely because that same engineer could just shut it off. Like what?
Supervolcanoes.
And like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't even create such a thing.
Supervolcano eruptions, although pretty rare, could happen within the next few centuries. Luckily, we
a few centuries?
can predict them in time, since scientists can detect the pressure building up. When one erupts, not only will the local area be damaged by the massive explosions, lava flows that obliterate anything in their path, and an ash fall that can collapse buildings, suffocate living creatures, and contaminate water supplies, but there will also be global damages, mainly caused by the ash cloud that would block out the sun, causing a big drop in temperatures, called volcanic winter. Cosmic strain.
Again, just plug up the volcano or cool it down. Just cool down the volcano, put some water in there, make it like cool down. Simple as that.
Cosmic strings are strange, super thin, and incredibly long objects that scientists think might exist in the universe. They are like cracks in space, left over from when the universe was very young. If a
Bro, what?
cosmic string passed through our solar system, it could cut through space like a knife because of its incredible energy, and it would create strong gravitational forces, which could disrupt the orbits of planets and moons. So we either get sliced in two, or we get sent to the void. Antibiotics.
Again, that's probably not gonna happen because it's a cosmic string, bro. Just like cut the string. Like what? Bro, it's a string, bro. Like a cosmic string, like this. That's just nonsense.
Crisis. Right now, antibiotics make it easy to get rid of infections and do routine medical procedures, but as time passes, bacteria are getting more and more resistant to all of them. If we use more antibiotics, bacteria have a higher chance of becoming stronger against them, which is one of the reasons why it's advised to not use antibiotics without being checked by a doctor. Another reason that this happens is because the agriculture industry heavily uses them to grow food. Some projections say that if we don't discover new treatments, we could see common infections become once again life-threatening, with around 10 million deaths annually. The bad news is that research is not incentivized because it's expensive and not that profitable, as new antibiotics are usually useful against a small number of bacteria, lowering sales numbers, and one-time treatments like vaccines need to be taken only once, also causing low sales numbers. Nuclear war.
Again, that's simple. Just don't get sick.
There are currently around 13,000 nuclear warheads, and if every single one of them exploded, a percentage between 50 and 80% of the human population would either die immediately or in the long term. The surviving ones would find themselves in a very hostile environment, with the nuclear winter caused by a lowering of temperatures due to smoke being sent into the atmosphere and blocking out sunlight. This would cause catastrophic damage to agriculture and create food shortages. They'd also have to fight radiation that would cause severe health problems, including cancer and genetic mutations. The radiation could contaminate food and water supplies, further reducing the population over time. Climate change.
It's probably not going to happen because the whole world would die, and I don't think Putin and Trump will in North Korea and all that would just like destroy the whole world because I'm pretty sure everybody loves to live. You feel me? And they have kids.
Earth could become inhabitable if we hit certain tipping points. We are currently at 1.1 degrees Celsius of global warming. But if we hit 1.5, the Greenland ice sheet would start melting, which could raise sea levels by up to 7 meters over centuries, and the newly revealed ocean would start absorbing energy from the sun, further warming the region. Also, the ground without the reflective ice and water around it would heat up faster, speeding up the melt by around 60%. At that same temperature, the permafrost would start a snowball effect, causing organic matter once trapped in ice to be free and start decomposing, releasing CO2 and methane, which is much more dangerous than CO2, by the way, heating it up even more, releasing more organic matter, and so on. Permafrost melting can also cause ancient viruses and bacteria that humans have never encountered before to be released, potentially leading to new diseases. Between 1.1 and 2 degrees Celsius, we can experience the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation weakening, which would cause a giant flow of water that acts as a pathway for heat to travel from the southern hemisphere to the northern one, all the way to Greenland. A partial collapse would cause Europe to enter a mini ice age. Between 2 and 3 degrees Celsius,
this is a lot of words.
we have the disruption of monsoon systems, which can impact the lives of around 1 billion people and complicate
a lot of people.
Global food supplies. At the same temperature, we can see the Amazon forest dieback, which is the point where the forest dries out, loses its ability to recover, and becomes savanna, which would cause the release of large amounts of CO2, further accelerating global warming and reduced rainfall in the region, causing problems in agriculture with potential food shortages. Massive.
Simple solution. Just make the earth colder. Just don't heat up the earth. Simple as that.
Asteroid. To cause human extinction, an asteroid would need to be around 10 kilometers in diameter, like the one that caused the extinction of dinosaurs. It's pretty difficult for this to happen, since scientists are monitoring every big asteroid in our vicinity, and thanks to experiments like the DART mission, designed to test and demonstrate a method of asteroid deflection by intentionally crashing a spacecraft into an asteroid at high speed, we can hypothesize that we might be able to avoid a complete catastrophe. Transhumanism.
Again, so simple. Just send a rocket to it and hope for the best. Some people die. That's cooked, but like pretty simple. Just like send a big rocket, push it out the way. Simple as that, man.
In modern times, biological evolution for humans has slowed down because we've created ways to adapt to our environment using technology rather than relying on natural changes in our bodies. Technological advancement, however, continues at a rapid pace, matter of fact, at a much faster pace than biological evolution. This has led to the concept of transhumanism, where technology is used to enhance human abilities beyond natural limits. We could edit our genes to adapt ourselves to other planets, thus making different human subspecies. One of the most
That's low-key sick, man.
extreme ideas in transhumanism is digital consciousness, which involves uploading human minds into
Sword Art Online
computers or creating a hive mind where many people's thoughts and experiences are interconnected,
multiplayer dreams.
functioning as a super intelligent single entity.
I have no mouth and I must scream.
At this point, we'd need incredibly different organisms to roam around the world and gather resources, putting humanity as we define it to an end, but keeping humans alive in another new form.
Yeah, I see that as a win. Better light species. Shoot, we might become Voltamites, cyborgs, something like that. That's kid.
Heat death. The universe might be heading towards heat death in trillions of years from now. Which is
bro. No, the Earth, the sun is going to explode in billions of years. So what could
a theoretical future where the universe has expanded so much that it becomes very cold and empty. Eventually, there will be no more energy differences, meaning no heat, light, or activity anywhere. Everything will be spread out evenly at a very low temperature, leading to a dark, lifeless universe where nothing new can happen. So even if we survive all of the other threats, we will still die at the end, even though there's speculation that a new Big Bang might happen in the future, creating another universe. If you want to discuss,
I mean, shoot, bro. That means I'll be born again. I guess, man. Like, oh man. Man, bro, I won't let that happen, man. Hey, just so you guys know, bro, all this, it's not gonna happen because as long as I'm alive, this ain't gonna happen, y'all. So don't worry. I got y'all. I got y'all. We are gonna survive. Cause like, bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm the GOAT. All right, simple as that. Don't mess with me, bro. Anyway, I see y'all boys. Hey, I see y'all boys, girls. Hey, like, subscribe, and follow for more. I might start streaming on Twitch. Hey, follow my Twitch. I might start streaming when I hit 100, 1K subscribers. I'm gonna stream on Twitch.